We're not your average yachties, we're two mad keen fishermen chasing adventure around the world. This is John and I'm Trevor. Join us as we go in search of the untouched surfing, fishing and diving spots around the world. Tune in every Monday, subscribe and follow us as we share our adventures with you. Oh, we're somewhere around about the 9th, I think, of December. I think it is. Been camped outside of Casa Bates, Marty Bates's place, just doing maintenance and sorting things out, and obviously trying to pass time waiting for Kerry and Christine and them to get a flight, which seems to have happened now. Looks like we're on for they'll arrive in Dakar on the 25th on Christmas Day, can you believe it, and in Praia on the 26th. So yeah, looking forward to getting them on board again. So it hasn't been too long, it's been just over a month that I've been ace alone. So yeah, not too bad, and getting stuff done. Now as you can see, I replaced that pin. That's the pin that they fixed over there, and you can see all the sails actually flagged horizontal now, which is the way it should be, because I've loosened all of them up and re-greased them and put them back, and that seems to be working much better. So the stack's coming down better. Yeah, hopefully that all holds together. And our pins in place. I don't think that'll happen again. Interesting thing that Peter alerted me to, which we weren't aware of, and I obviously researched it on the internet. Yeah, what we had before, that swivel directly onto the anchor, and that is highly suspect according to Peter. He said change that immediately. So you can see I've put a shackle between the swivel and the anchor so that it allows it to pivot. Otherwise what happens is the jaws of that swivel are on either side of the anchor shaft, and when you put pressure on it, it tends to open the cheeks of the swivel up. And he said that's the number one reason why you lose boats, because it snaps that front swivel and off the boat goes. I was seriously nervous after he told me about that when I was leaving the boat unattended when in Mandela. So yeah, glad to have sorted that out. They actually don't use any swivels whatsoever, so unfortunately I'm on my own and it's not so easy to undo all the stuff. I think when I get the other guys, and I may actually go to that and just use a shackle, because not that I trust a stainless steel shackle either, but yeah, I think the less stuff you've got that can go wrong, the better. You know, obviously your chain is gonna twist a little bit, but yeah, when you bring it up, just give it a chance, it'll untwist and then bring it in. You know, I think that's the safest way to do it. So yeah, all these little tips that you learn from these hardened seamen who've been around for years, you learn from their mistakes. I've also put the staysail away, and I'm really glad we got these kayaks off the trampoline and onto the stanchions on the side, because it's a lot of weight on the trampoline and they would bounce a lot. And yeah, the staysail, which was lying in, even though it was in its bag and covered up, was bouncing as well, and that causes chafe on the sail, believe it or not, inside the bag. So that wasn't great. When I saw that, I was actually quite amazed at how much chafe there was. And so I've put that below decks just to protect it. We won't be using it going towards the Caribbean, I don't think. It's all downwind sailing, and obviously the code 0 will come into play, so I've left it there. It's a lot lighter as well, and it doesn't have the furler on it as well, so there's not as much weight on the trampoline. So but it's just a lot cleaner and gives you a bit more space to come and tan out here, seeing as we're going to have a few more people on the boat, and hopefully we get back to having a bit of fun. I've basically been single-handing the boat, you know, even while myself and Kerry were here, because she doesn't sail really, and I've gotten used to the fact that I've got to do it myself. So really this period, you know, totally solo isn't such a big change. The only thing is that I don't have somebody to cook and clean and keep me company, and obviously I miss Kerry a lot. So yeah, but the actual sailing part in that hasn't been too bad. You know, you work out systems on how to deal with the problems that you have, and one of the biggest problems that faces us on this boat, yeah, is actually the anchor chain. Because we have a little problem, because you can see how it stacks up in the locker here. And what that does is, if you don't flatten it and lay it out, it stacks up to the top, and then it touches against that spooling pipe, and then the anchor goes slack. And what it does is it jumps off the gypsy, and then it dumps the entire chain, and that's not something you want to have happen when you're in a hurry to get away or anything. So super important for me, and that's why I built this little switch, which is just a remote, which is obviously just to pull up, so I could stand here and just kick the chain with my foot, just kick it like that, and then I could stand and operate from here until the chain's up and down, and then I could obviously go back to the helm and then pull the rest from there, and then there's enough space to get it up without it giving a problem. But yeah, it's all good in shallower water. In deeper water it makes it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, you work out systems to get around all the obstacles, you know. And then I've also worked out a system for putting the duck into the water and retrieving it. It's actually not too difficult. It's just a sequence of actions that you take to get it done. I've got her under cover now for the first time in ages, because the sun beats the hell out of everything here. But yeah, there's a pretty simple system. It's only when you've got big swell and you've got a lot of movement in the water that it becomes quite difficult. But for the rest, it's actually pretty simple. So it'll be great to have everybody back on the boat and just get back on the horse, go and have a bit of fun again, you know. Be nice to go and show the guys around and just relax and enjoy it again, you know. It's been a bit of work and tough time the last while. So much uncertainty, and I just hope everything works out and they get back. Yeah, I've also stripped all the furniture and everything off. That dust and stuff we had in Mandela was absolute nightmare. Now it's so much easier for me just to wash it down on the outside. Furniture was getting absolutely wrecked in that dust. So it saves the furniture and saves me a lot of trouble. It's much easier to wipe down and wash down. It's a Friday afternoon, Sao Nicalau. I've been here since Tuesday, I think it was. I'm not even quite sure. We had 2 hectic nights with the wind coming down this valley here, spinning the boat around. I've put last night at 1 o'clock, I didn't sleep at all last night. Boat was being yanked all over the place, and I eventually gave up and put the bridle on. Just bowline the bridle line to the buoy line. The buoy line's actually underneath the boat now with the buoy, so it bangs and goes crazy. Donk donk, you can hear it there. That's a bit of a pain. But yeah, the weather's been, man, this weather has been so bad the last couple of days. Man, you can hear that buoy doink doink. That's why I didn't put it on originally. But last night we were being yanked around here. I couldn't even stand up in the boat when it was pulling tight, because the scope's only about 12 meters and Marty's got a big block here. Thank goodness it's a big block, and he vouches for it. Well, I can tell you, after last night we didn't move it, and if we don't move it last night, I don't think it's ever going anywhere. But let's not say too much too soon. Still got to spend another night tonight and then tomorrow night before hopefully leaving for Boa Vista. I've just had a shower. I'm going to paddle over to Marty's and been invited for a curry there. It's amazing. The guys have been incredible here. Everybody's looked after me. It's been super special. Nothing better than being parked outside Casa Bates, right next to the hotel on the mooring, and then get looked after as well. Lucky man. There are these gusts coming across the water here. Wait for a gap. Wait for a gap to jump in the kayak and then paddle across. Oh, it's coming through like 20 knots plus. All different angles. So. Pleasant. I hope it dies down tonight. I don't have to paddle back in this tonight, because this boat is freaking all over the place. There we go. There's a little bit of a gap now. Up. Oops, on the boat ramp. Oh, comes another gust. There we go. balcony or Amra. I haven't actually signed in here. I don't want to because I'm leaving on Sunday, so oh well. Our guys haven't come out to us. Let's not talk too soon. Oh, now it looks quite pleasant in between the gusts. And these cliffs are impressive, man. Beautiful. Time the little shore here. So different with this black sand compared to Boa. Biggest problem here is glass. Not worried about the rocks. I see a bit of it there. So the last thing I need to stand on here is some glass. No thanks. Yeah, another beautiful morning at Sao Nicalau. Happy to report that the wind dropped last night. I had my first decent night's sleep in friggin' ages. Hoping to leave tomorrow, head to Boa Vista. Yeah, what a freaking beautiful morning, man. It's amazing, you have a good night's sleep and you just feel so much better the next day. Oh, the water is clean as well. Great, I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna go check this mooring of Marty's out as well. Just check all the gear down there, it looks okay. Might just put some scuba on and go and have a quick look. But she's held on, it didn't move anywhere. So yeah, this mooring's bulletproof for sure. Anybody who wants to come and tie up here is welcome. I reckon you're not going to have a hassle. If this boat didn't pull it off last night, or not last night, the night before, then this ain't going nowhere. Beautiful, man. It's Marty's place over there. Thanks Marty and Ambra for the chow last night. Had a lovely curry with them last night. And wherever I've been here, everybody's looked after me. After myself and Kerry, and yeah, we've only got good things to say about Cape Verde and the people, and it'll be sad leaving here when we do. Hopefully Kerry's going to get her passport. We're just waiting for that one passport, and they get you in one piece with all the spares for the boats and all the other nonsense. So yeah, and then we can continue our journey and go and discover some new places. Really looking forward to it. It's a beautiful morning. The water looks really clean. I'll do a quick dive on the boat, just check everything and check on Marty's block. Can't believe how close it is to the boat. It's actually almost directly down. The fact that we didn't move that block is incredible. Anyway, we're gonna have a quick look at it on the boat and evening scenes. Sao Nicalau. Last night, hopefully, on my way. Yeah, the last month on the boat hasn't been easy, and things have been pretty slow. Join us next week as we sail over to Boa. There are two big swells incoming, and I wait for final confirmation of Kerry's tickets and departure, and I spent some time surfing with the guys. before leaving for Praia to collect Kerry and Christine. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you then.